Alright, I know I haven't put anything up recently, and I don't really have anything to say right now. And this is a little after the fact, because Vegan Gains put this video out a while ago. But he did Worst of the Fitness Industry on CT Fletcher. And I happen to really like what CT Fletcher's accomplished. Like, obviously he's created his silly online persona for his channel, but people, they're liking the old school stuff and whatnot. But what he achieved in the past, it was incredible. And Vegan Gains has like this really weird concept of steroids, and I think a lot of other people do too. I have no interest in steroids because health has always been my number one thing, and regardless of what any advocates of steroids say, I don't want to play Russian roulette. I don't want to take the chance that any of the things that they say are right about the detriments of using such a thing. And just from what little I've read, it would seem to me that getting these external things in it, depending on these external things, would mess up your own body's ability to naturally create its own stuff. So just for that reason alone, why would I want to be dependent on some external source when I could just do things smart and focus on what I naturally can do on my own? So I have no interest in them. But what I want to talk about is how every time somebody achieves something amazing, they just blame it on that. Like, there's like a whole world full of people, and obviously a lot of them pull out all the stops and do whatever they can to achieve what they want to do. They don't care if they're taking illegal substances or things of that nature. And in spite of that, with all these people cheating and doing that, how many people have achieved anywhere near the kind of stuff CT Fletcher has? There's a part in the video where Vegan Gains goes, he may have better than average genetics, but he plays it off like it's a small thing. And it's like, dude, obviously he has world-class genetics, because the stuff he does is just pretty much the peak of human performance. Like, the man's benched well over 600 pounds, and like, if you saw the old video from the 90s of him like doing his little bench workout, and you know, it's like 135, 225, 315, then he's like got 405, and he's like doing some reps, and then he just like rests it on his chest and starts calmly talking like it's no big deal, and then presses it back up. You're like, my gosh, that's insane. And then the next set he does is 495, and that's like crazy weight. That's like, when I was young and in really good shape and strong, that was like a super, super hard squat or deadlift for me. And he's doing that with his arms for reps. I'm like, gosh, so that's not just steroids all by itself. Like, I knew a guy once who took steroids that he was just like this little angry guy with no strength. So it doesn't just automatically make you Superman. Like, I think it speeds up recovery so that you can go back to training faster and you can recover faster, and it does make what you do better. But it's definitely not worth the risk to me, and I don't think it's a smart thing for people to do. But gosh, it's not like a person takes a pill and they're Arnold Schwarzenegger. He didn't just take steroids and become Arnold. You read his stuff, he worked like a crazy man. And you don't just take steroids and become a Brian Shaw or like Zadrina Savickas. Like, that doesn't happen. You don't like, there's so much more to it than that. So I'm tired of people always writing off all the hard work, all the good training, all the intelligent. There's a whole lot of stuff that goes behind becoming a champion, even if you cheat, than just taking some stupid drug. Because all these other people are taking these stupid drugs too, and these people are still beating them. So they're obviously doing something better. And it might just be that they have a better genetic advantage, but they're still approaching it with enough hard work and enough discipline and consistency that that genetic advantage gets to the level of potential it can to beat all the other people that have been working hard and smart that didn't have quite the same genetic advantage. So you can't just blame it all on drugs like Vegan Gains always does. He's so irritating like that. It's just like such a lazy way to write people off. And I do agree that CT's given some bad advice and stuff, but I do think he's, like I always talk about the golden mean. Well, maybe people have gone way over here with the overtraining stuff, because overtraining's a real thing, but maybe people have taken that and ran with it and exaggerated it. And so he's coming here on the other side to the other extreme, which is also wrong, to kind of counterbalance it. So I don't know. I think it was just a lot of that video was irritating, but he did say a lot of good things. Overall, it was a good video. I always get irritated at the way he always just writes everything off as steroids. That was my main point, because there's a whole lot more to achieving anything physically than just taking a magical little drug and then you're just Superman.